Hello and welcome. Today's topic is diamond structure. Diamond is 100% carbon in which carbon atoms are covalently bonded with the neighboring 4 carbon atoms. In two dimension you can mark if this carbon atom is located at this position, then this carbon is further covalently bonded with the 4 neighboring carbon atoms. Today we are going to discuss about the structure of this precious diamond crystal. Diamond structure is a face-centered cubic structure with primitive bases of 2 identical atoms. Carbon atoms are placed at the face-centered position and also along the 1/4 of body diagonal. So to understand about the structure of this diamond crystal, let's start with its unit cell, which is a cubic unit cell. In this figure, you can mark this is a cubic unit cell and carbon atoms are placed at the corner of this cube. So these are the 8 corner position at which carbon atoms are placed. And also carbon atoms are placed at the face center position. As you can mark, this is a right face, left face, top, bottom, back and front face. So carbon atoms are located at the 8 corner position and also at 6 face centered position. And also along with these position, carbon atoms are placed along the 1/4 of body diagonal. To understand about the 1/4 position along diagonal, let's mark 4 body diagonal of this cubic unit cell. To understand about the body diagonal of a cubic unit cell, let's imagine this cubic unit cell in this model. This is a cubic unit cell of NaCl. Don't get confused with the diamond. I have chosen this only to make you understand about the body diagonal of cubic unit cell. Here let's start. This is a top face. In 2 dimension you can mark this is a square. If I mark this face as front face, then this will become the back face. Clear? So this is the right face and this will be the this is the left face, and similarly this is the bottom face. Clear? So mark 4 body diagonal of this cubic unit cell. For this, this is the back face in this model. This one is the back face. Clear? If back face, left side and bottom point is joined with the front face, right side, top point, you can mark this as if I join this point with this point, then this will make a 1 body diagonal. Clear? So this is, suppose this is first body diagonal, so this is a 1 body diagonal. Clear? So now mark second body diagonal. For this, if I join back face, this top point and at right position with the front face, bottom point and left position. For this, let mark this is a back face. If I join this point, this is front face, and with this point, this will mark second body diagonal. Clear? So this is the second body diagonal. Now let's mark the third body diagonal in this picture. This is the back face, top, left point with the front face, right, bottom point. Here, if I join this point, this is the back face, this point with the front face, this right side, bottom point, then this will mark the third body diagonal. Clear? Of this cubic unit cell. Now this will become the third body diagonal. Let's mark the fourth body diagonal. Fourth body diagonal, this is the front face, this is left side, top point with the back face, right side, bottom point. So for this, if I join this point with the, this is back face and this right side bottom point, then this will mark the fourth body diagonal. Clear? So in this way we can mark all four body diagonal of this cube, which are this is fourth. Let I repeat, this is first body diagonal, this is second body diagonal, this one is the third body diagonal, and this is a fourth body diagonal. Now after marking four body diagonal, let's locate the position of carbon atom along body diagonal, which is at 1/4 of body diagonal. No doubt carbon structure is a complex structure because of this 1/4 location of carbon atom along the body diagonal. To understand about this body diagonal position, I have marked all the four carbon atom location along body diagonal in different unit cell, and after that we will join in a single cube to avoid the complexity of this diamond structure. So let's start with first body diagonal, which I have marked that if this back face, this is back face, again this one is the back face, and this is the bottom point, this is the bottom point, and on left side is joined with this point, front and top, then this will mark a body diagonal. So this is a body diagonal, first body diagonal along this side, and the carbon atoms are located at corner position. This is corner position 8, corner position, and also face centered position. This one is back, top, and this is front face. Clear? And also a carbon atom is placed at this is a diagonal, then this is placed at 1/4 of body diagonal. I have chosen this different color only to show the body diagonal carbon atoms location at body diagonal. Clear? Now this carbon atom makes a covalent bond with the neighboring 4 carbon atom. To understand this, if this is a carbon atom, clear, then this carbon atom will make covalent bond. Suppose I have marked these positions, then this center carbon atom will make covalent bond like this along the neighboring 4 carbon atoms. These are all carbon atoms. Clear? So if I join this points, then it will make a 3-dimensional tetrahedral. Clear? Now make this tetrahedral position in this figure. So if this carbon atom is this carbon atom will make covalent bond with the face center at the bottom position, and also make a covalent bond with the back face carbon atom and along the left face carbon atom and with this corner. Clear? Covalent bonds are shown with this black color, and this tetrahedral 3-dimensional picture is shown with the red color. So mark this tetrahedral, this will make a covalent bond like this. This will make a tetrahedral. Clear? So you can mark this position as, this is back face, left side, and the bottom. Clear? So from this point along body diagonal, carbon atom is placed at 1/4 of body diagonal. Clear? Now locate the second position of this carbon atom along body diagonal. So for this, let mark this body diagonal, which is front face, left side and bottom is joined with the back face top point. You can mark this location in this model. This is front side, this is bottom position, and this back with this. This is a body diagonal. Clear? So to mark the location of carbon atom, if carbon atom is placed at back, left and bottom, then no carbon atom will be at top position of this carbon atom. So another carbon atom will be placed at this position. You can mark as this is back. Clear? If this is right, sorry, back position. If this is left, then this will be right. If this is bottom, then this will become the top. Clear? I'll repeat again. If carbon atom along body diagonal is placed at in respect to the back face on left and bottom on this body diagonal, then another carbon atom with respect to back will be at right and top from this point. And from this point, if I make a body diagonal, then this will make a body diagonal with the front face and left side bottom point. So the carbon atom will be placed at this position. From this point, this is at 1/4 of body diagonal. Clear? So let's make the covalent bond for this. This carbon atom will make a covalent bond with this point, with right front face, with top face centered position, and also with the back face center position. Clear? Now make the tetrahedral. So in this way, the another carbon atom is placed along this position. Clear? Now mark the third body diagonal carbon atom position. So we have done with the back faces. So let's discuss about the carbon atom position along front faces body diagonal. So for front, this is left and the top point. Clear? So if I mark the body diagonal, then body diagonal will be this front, left and top is joined with the back, right and bottom. Then this will make a body diagonal. Clear? To mark this position here, this is the front face, left top is joined with the back, bottom and right. This is a body diagonal. Clear? So mark the location of carbon atom along body diagonal. So from this point, carbon atom will be located at 1/4 of the body diagonal. Here. And this carbon atom will make covalent bond with this corner carbon atom, with the top face centered carbon atom, with the left face center carbon atom, and with the front face center carbon atom. Clear? So now make the tetrahedral. So this is the position of third carbon atom in this unit cell along body diagonal. Now let's mark the last fourth body diagonal position. If I have chosen the front face, this is front, so another carbon atom will be left, then this will be the right. If this is top, then this will be at the bottom. Clear? Means this point. So from this point body diagonal will be to the back, left and top point. You can mark this body diagonal as this is front, bottom, right, then this is back face, top. So this makes a body diagonal. Clear? So carbon atom location will be from this point. Carbon atom is located at this 1/4 along the body diagonal. Clear? Now make the covalent bond. This will make covalent bond with this point, with this point. This is corner point. This is right face center, bottom face centered, and this is front face center. Now mark the tetrahedral so you can understand in three-dimensional picture. Clear? So in this way carbon atoms are placed along the body diagonal position at 1/4, on the 1/4 of this body diagonal. Now join all these points in a single unit cell to understand this. So this is a cubic unit cell and carbon atoms are placed at the corner position. This is the corner position. Also carbon atoms are placed at face centered position. This is top, bottom, right, this is left, this is back and this is front. Clear? जैसे कि आपने इन यूनिट सेल में देखा कि बॉडी डायगोनल के अलोंग जो 4 पोजीशंस हैं वो क्या हैं. अगर हम इस बॉडी डायगोनल की बात करें कि ये बॉडी डायगोनल है जो, तो इसके अलोंग क्या पोजीशन है, इस 1/4 पर है, तो इट मीन्स कार्बन एटम इज ऑल्सो लोकेटेड एट दिस पोजीशन. क्लियर? अनदर कार्बन एटम सेकेंड इज प्लेस्ड अलोंग this body diagonal at this location. Clear? Now another carbon atom is placed at along this body diagonal at this position. Clear? Now the another carbon atom is placed along this body diagonal at this position. So in this way this represents the unit cell for diamond cubic crystal. Now let's mark the projection of this diamond cubic crystal. For projection let's mark this bottom face. This is square, that this is A point, B point, C point and this is D point. If I mark the for projection, let I choose this bottom face in 2 dimension. This will look like this. This is a square. This is point A, this is point B, this is C and this is D point. Clear? So next mark the location for this face centered position. If you mark this A, B, C, D, then at each point there is a carbon atom. So this is a position of carbon atom at the corners. This is a 2-dimensional projection picture of this diamond crystal, which is easy to understand crystal structure in 2 dimension rather to understand this crystal structure in 3 dimension. So we choose the projection for 3-dimensional picture which leads to a 2-dimensional picture. Here, so I have chosen this bottom face which is A, B, C, D. This is A, B, C and this is D. And carbon atoms are located at the corner points and also at the face center. For face center, let's mark the projection. If I project this face center, this is left side, then this, if I project this side on this AB side, then it will located at the half of AB. If this is 1 unit, this is 1 unit, then this face centered point will be projected at the half of AB. Means one carbon atom is located at this half position. Clearly? Now next, if I make the projection of this, then this will also at the half of CD. So one carbon atom is at this location. And also if I mark this position, this is at the center of A, B, C, D face. Now this will be at the center. Now if I make the projection of this back face centered at carbon atom, then this will at 1/2 of AD. So one carbon atom is at this location. If I project this front face centered carbon atoms position, then this will also at the half of BC. So this is half of BC. Now about the suppose top carbon atom projection on this face. If I make the projection of this top centered carbon atom, then this will locate exactly with this point. So this will not lead to a new point. So in this way, if we mark the location of carbon atom in two-dimensional projection picture, then we left this top face carbon atoms location. So now next locate the carbon atoms along the body diagonal. So one body diagonal, suppose if I mark this A point as origin, this is 0, 0 and 0. Then from this A point to this point, this is a body diagonal. Then so along the body diagonal, this is 1/4 position. This is 1/4 means 1/4, 1/4 and 1/4. Means if we move 1/4 along X, 1/4 along Y and 1/4 along Z, then there will be a carbon atom along the body diagonal. So if we make a projection of this body diagonal, then this in two dimension, this is 1/4 along X and 1/4 along Y. This is 1/4 along X and 1/4 along Y. If I project this carbon atom, then this carbon atom position will be at this point. This is 1/4 along body diagonal. Again, if I mark this carbon atom location in two-dimensional projection picture, then this is also with respect to the height of this unit cell. This is at the 1/4 of the body diagonal, means at 1/4 along X, 1/4 along Y and 1/4 along Z. So this will lead to a location of carbon atom at this point. So this is 1/4 position. Again, if you mark the location of carbon atom along this body diagonal, if we see with respect to the height of this unit cell, means with respect to this face, bottom face, then from this height of unit cell, this carbon atom is at 3/4 of with respect to this face. If I project this carbon atom on this face, then the location of this carbon atom will be at this position. This is the 3/4 of body diagonal. Now project this carbon atom location. This carbon atom is also, if I mark the height of this unit cell, then according to this height from this base, this carbon atom is at 1/4 of the with respect to the height of this unit cell. Sorry, 3/4 with respect to the height of this unit cell. So another carbon atom is located at this position. This is 3/4. So this is the two-dimensional projection picture of this diamond structure. I'll repeat again how to make this projection picture in 2 dimension. This is the 3 dimension picture. To mark 2 dimension, let I choose this base A, B, C, D. Carbon atoms are placed at these corners, and also the projection of face center is at this location, and this is center point, and we will leave this top at as it will not lead to a new point. It will make a projection exactly at the center point of this bottom face centered location. And also you can mark, if I project these corners, top corners, then this will also make a projection exactly on this C point. This is at D point, this is A point, and this is B point. So these top points will not lead to a new point, so we will leave these top points projection. So carbon atom location, this is 1/4 at this, 1/4 at this, 3/4 at this position, and 3/4 at this position. Clear? Now, if I join these carbon atoms, if we choose this as a origin, then if we move in this direction, then along body diagonal, if we move along body diagonal, then we locate a carbon atom at 1/4, 1/4, and 1/4. Clear? Now, if further we move along this body diagonal, then there is no carbon atom at the center of this body diagonal. Clear? So, in this way, this carbon atom, if this is a lattice point, then at this lattice point there are 2 carbon atoms situated. Clear? Also you can mark this position. If choose this origin, then if we move along this side, then along 1/4, 1/4, 1/4 there is a carbon atom located. But if we move further along this body diagonal, no carbon atom located at this position or any other position after this. Another carbon atom is located at this corner of this unit cell. So this point is also lattice point with the center one. Clear? And also if you choose this 3/4, then this is joined with this side face centered. If this is a lattice point, then another carbon atom is at this 1/4 of body diagonal. In similar way, this 3/4 is connected with the back side face centered position, which is this point. Yeah. So if this is a lattice point, then it will connected with this. It is connected with this point. This one is for this, and this is for this. So this indicates that diamond cubic crystal is face centered structure with bases of 2 atoms. If this is a lattice point, then each lattice point have 2 carbon atom, which is one at this point and other at 1/4 of body diagonal. So diamond cubic crystal is face centered lattice with 2 motif, one at 0, 0. If I mark this as 0, 0, then another carbon atom is at 1/4, 1/4, and at 1/4. So this is about the structure of this diamond crystal. Now discuss about the characteristics of this diamond crystal. So total number of atoms per unit cell in the diamond structure is in diamond structure 8 carbon atoms are placed at 8 corners and also at the 6 faces. So 8 corner will contribute 1/8 and 6 faces contribute 1/2. So from face centered structure, this face centered structure contribute 4 atoms to the unit cell, and also 4 atoms are placed along the body diagonal, which are completely inside that particular unit cell. You can mark these 4 atoms. This is 1, 2, 3, and this is 4. These are completely inside this diamond cubic unit cell. So effective total number of atoms per unit cell is equals to 4 plus 4, which is equal to 8. Clear? So 1 by 8 and into 8 for the corner, 1 by 2 into 6 for face center, and next and 4 complete are for the inside body diagonal location. So diamond cubic crystal structure consists of corner atom, face center atom and internal atom along the body diagonal. Clear? So next is about the atomic packing fraction. Atomic packing fraction is the ratio of total volume occupied by atoms in unit cell divided by total volume of unit cell. So number of atoms present in unit cell, which is 8, and the volume of one atom is 4 by 3 pi r cube, and upon the total volume of unit cell. So number of atoms present in unit cell is n, which is 8 in case of diamond structure, and volume of one atom is 4 by 3 pi r cube, and total volume of one unit cell is a cube. It is a cubic unit cell whose volume is a cube. Now next is the determine the radius of atom, so we can determine the atomic packing fraction. For radius, let's imagine that these are the location of carbon atoms at 8 corners. This is face centered location and this is body diagonal location. Clear? Let mark this point as X and this point as Y. Clear? So this carbon atom is placed along the body diagonal at location 1 by 4 of X, 1 by 4 of Y, 1 by 4 of Z. So if A is the lattice parameter, so this carbon atom is placed at A by 4 along X, A by 4 along Y, A by 4 along Z position. So X, Y vector is equals to A by 4 X cap, Y cap and Z cap. And the magnitude of this x, y vector is a by 4 square, a by 4 square, a by 4 squares addition with the root. This will lead to under root 3 a by 4. So this x, y vector is equals to under root 3 a by 4. The magnitude of this x, y vector. If I place carbon atom at these lattice point, this is lattice point, then this lattice point have two carbon atoms. So one carbon atom is located at this point and another carbon atom is located at this point. I mark again this carbon atom and at this position. So from center to this location, this is r radius, and from center to this position, this is also r. So x, y is equals to 2r. Clear? Also I have evaluated that this x, y vector magnitude in lattice parameters terms is under root 3 a by 4, and also this x, y magnitude is equals to 2r. So if we equate both these two, then this x, y square is equals to 4r square. So this 4r square is equals to square of this magnitude, this is x, y square, and also magnitude square of this magnitude will give 4r square is equals to 3a square over 16. So from here r is equals to under root 3 a by 8 into में a. A is the lattice parameter. Clear? I'll repeat again. If I mark this as a x point, this is y point, then this x, y vector's magnitude is equals to under root 3 by 4 into में a. And also if I place carbon atom along this lattice point with having motif of 2, then this carbon atom is joined with this. Then from this point to from center to this point, this is r. From center to this point, this is r. So this x, y is equals to 2r. So square of this x, y is equals to 4r square, which is the square of this magnitude which I have evaluated in terms of lattice parameter, which is 3a square over 16. So from this r is equals to under root 3 by 8 into a, which is lattice parameter. Now put this value in this atomic packing fraction formula. So this r is cube of this r is under root 3 by 8 into a complete whole cube, and this n is the total number of atoms per unit cell. So in this way we will get the atomic packing fraction for the case of diamond crystal. So this will lead to 0.34, which is 34%. So atomic packing fraction for diamond structure is 34%, and diamond structure is a loosely packed crystal structure. Clear? So this is all about the diamond structure. Now last topic is the zinc sulfide structure. Location of atoms in this zinc sulfide structure is same as that of diamond, but this is a 2-atom structure, means this is a molecular structure, and diamond is a atomic structure. In diamond structure, at each lattice point and atoms are identical, but in case of zinc sulfide structure, atoms are, one is zinc and another one is sulfide atom. So let's locate the position of these zinc atoms and sulfide atoms. So let's first mark the sulfide atoms location, which is S2 negative, and these are placed at FCC position. So this is S2 minus atoms location. So these ions are placed at also at face center position. So this is face center, this is face center, and this is face center. Now next is about the zinc ion, which are zinc 2 plus. This zinc 2 plus are located along the 1/4 of body diagonal, which is this location. This is same as that of diamond, but in case of diamond, these body diagonals also have the carbon atoms, but in case of zinc sulfide structure, these 4 body diagonal location is for the zinc 2 plus ion. Clear? So if we join all these, bonding with this also with this, here this is also make a tetrahedral. So this make a bonding with this point. Clear? With this. So in this way you can mark. Clear? So these are the 4 body diagonal positions for zinc 2 plus, and this is for S2 minus. So this is a molecular structure. So this is all about the today's topic. Thank you, students.